A Farmington Hills family says their Thanksgiving is canceled today due to a construction roadblock that's keeping people from coming and going. Neighbors all say this cement block was installed yesterday afternoon, one day before family members would arrive for the holiday. 7 Action News reporter Sarah Grimmer spent today in the neighborhood talking to neighbors about how this is affecting their holiday and what could be next.
It's wide, it's slippery. I have to crawl over it because it's uneven.
Farmington Hills resident Linda Solomon is showing us how this cement-based barricade prohibits her, her husband, and her elderly mother from coming and going.
You can see it's about 4 feet wide. You can't step over it safely.
And your 94-year-old mother can't get over this?
My mother, no. I mean, she uses a walker.
Linda tells me there's been construction on the street recently, but Tuesday afternoon was the first time she heard there would be a barricade put up when a city manager knocked on her door to tell her.
How do we get in and out? It's Thanksgiving.
Less than 24 hours later, the barricade was here.
They've not cleared a safe walking path for us to even get to our car.
And she says she was forced to cancel their annual family Thanksgiving.
Why would they do this to a family on Thanksgiving, knowing they cannot work today? We wouldn't expect them to work on the holiday.
A neighbor that I spoke to off camera says they're worried this barricade will soon go down to their house. And if it does, they say that they'll consider suing the city.
The city doesn't respond to any emails or phone calls. I called everyone yesterday, from engineers. I emailed the mayor.
I reached out to the Farmington Hills city manager's office and public relations, but did not hear back. One frustrated neighbor did read me this email he received from the city at the beginning of November.
This may require us to close off access to your driveway for a few hours. If this occurs, we will ask you to park nearby and we will have a golf cart available to bring you to your homes.
The email says construction will start at the cul-de-sac moving north.
What do you think looking at this?
You can't enter them, and there's no way you can enter and exit your house at all. This is ridiculous.
Through the Nextdoor app, people have offered to come and move the barricade themselves for Linda.
That's really the true meaning of Thanksgiving. A stranger offering to help.
But neighbors say this holiday, they just want to be listened to.
It seems like somebody makes the decision without any communication, without looking at what's going to happen to the residents.
Of course it's disappointing. You want to celebrate this important holiday with those you love, to say thank you, and we're not able to do that.
Linda says that the neighborhood is worried that the next step is that the city will ask residents to park all the way on 14 Mile while they pave this road, and there's just no way that the elderly residents here can do that. Reporting in Farmington Hills, Sarah Grimmer, 7 Action News.
For every family that's sitting down for Thanksgiving dinner, there's another going without food. The need is great. According to the Detroit Food Policy Council, 69% of Detroit households were food insecure in 2021. But at the same time, an estimated 40% of all food in our country goes to waste. 7 Action News reporter Mike Duffy talked to one local organization looking to bridge that gap all year round.
Hundreds of Detroit area families will have food this Thanksgiving thanks to organizations like Metro Food Rescue. They're working hard both before and after the holiday to make sure less food goes to waste and more ends up on plates.
This area in Oakland County has a big need. It's sort of unknown that, how much need is up here.
Randy Harless would know. He's a lieutenant firefighter in Springfield Township. His station hosted a huge food giveaway Wednesday, partnering with Metro Food Rescue, Homeland Security, Holly Village Fire, and Groveland Township Fire, among other organizations.
We gave out all 400 meals, so we anticipate that's feeding 1,600 to 1,800 people.
He said turkeys doubled in price from last year, but fortunately Ally Bank, who he also works with, stepped in to fill the gap. Harless explained to me how grateful people were when they showed up.
You could tell some of them, this was their turkey that they didn't have that they now have, so they were very grateful.
Chad Techner is the executive director of Metro Food Rescue. He's seen need in our area shoot up recently.
I've definitely been surprised by it. It definitely fell off for a little while, and then, through inflation and other things, the need has been continuing to grow and grow. And we're approaching levels that were at the height of the pandemic.
Food Rescue began just before the pandemic. They rescue extra food and distribute it to their partners, who then give it directly to families in need.
We have been growing year over year, and one of our points of growth is we're going to be expanding up here into the northern Oakland County area, and Holly and Clarkston, and some of these areas that are underserved, but there's still a lot of need.
He knows many people will have leftovers following their Thanksgiving dinners, but says unfortunately they can't pick up that kind of food for health safety reasons.
The best way that people can help is by donating money. For every dollar we get, we're able to supply 10 pounds of food. The more donations we get, the more we're able to grow and the bigger our impact can be.
In Davisburg, Mike Duffy, 7 Action News.
Black Friday now just hours away.
Just anything in particular that my family have on their list that I can get early, I am ecstatic about it.
The big deals and some advice if you are heading out to try and snag them. The countdown to those Black Friday deals is on, and they couldn't come at a better time. Inflation is forcing many families to tighten their budgets. A recent survey by Retail Me Not found that roughly 50% of shoppers will buy fewer gifts this year due to higher prices. 7 Action News reporter Peter Maxwell helps us navigate Black Friday 2022.
The busiest day of the shopping season is less than 24 hours away. Many people have been looking for deals, and if you look hard enough, you can probably find what you're looking for. Alexandra Ashman and Shamika Mitchell have been shopping for a while now, looking for those sweet deals on electronics.
Yeah, I'm looking for a TV. I got my grandson a TV so far. Just anything in particular that my family have on their list that I can get early, I am ecstatic about it.
I really want to try to see if I can get a good deal on some TVs and maybe like some little gadgets or whatever for the kids, maybe a VR or something like that.
Some major retailers like Target and Best Buy started their sales in October of this year. Some top retailers are making this into multiple events to help clear out overstocked items with a wide range of deals.
Retailers are coming at it from all angles, trying to appeal to those